Dana Plato, the apple-cheeked starlet who lost it all, from sitcom to armed robbery. Now, Dana meets the mom she never knew she had.
I love you.
I love you too.
It's Brenda's Blue Christmas. She couldn't afford to buy her husband a present, so she posed in a magazine as the girl next door.
I wanted to help out my husband. He needed it. A lot.
Now her boss has thrown Brenda out in the cold.
And I was told to leave immediately.
Bear humbug.
Merry Christmas to you.
He's the hottest actor in Hollywood ever since he hooked up with Julia Roberts. Now Jason Patrick tries to come into his own.
I think he's good, and I think he's very good looking.
So why's everyone booing? This is Hard Copy for Thursday, December 19th, 1991. Hello and welcome. I'm Barry Nolan.
And I'm Terry Murphy. Good evening. Our top story tonight, a touching moment for one of TV's most tragic sweethearts, Dana Plato, the star of the sitcom Different Strokes. When the show ended, so did fame. Dana posed nude. She was arrested for armed robbery. Now some happiness at last. We were there as Dana met the mother she never knew.
For so long, I wanted to find out where I came from and who I was, because I was just so lost. I didn't know who I was. I didn't belong anywhere.
After all the pain, after all the misery, after falling so far from such a high perch, Dana Plato was about to find a part of herself she never knew.
I've waited a real long time for this. It's something that I've been thinking about for a real long time, and I'm kind of anxious.
Finally finding the missing piece of the puzzle, the clue to what went so wrong, her years of soul-searching came to an end as she finally met the woman who brought her into the world, the mother she never knew. Dana Plato. In the 1980s, she had a comfortable place in the sitcom universe, a starring role tucked behind Gary Coleman on the hit show Different Strokes.
I loved Gary very, very much, and he loved me too. We had a very special relationship, very special.
And then as the show faded into oblivion, so did her career. She met the worst of fate of any child star, an impossible struggle to come back. She wound up working in a dry cleaner's, pregnant, an orphan when her adoptive mother died, naked in Playboy magazine. Then desperate with a pistol in her hand, attempting the most ironic crime in the history of television Babylon, sticking up her local video store. Are you allowed to say what it was like to be arrested?
It's a strange thing because when somebody takes your freedom away, it's almost like you've been raped, in a sense.
Were you scared?
You know, no, I wasn't scared. I almost felt relief, like maybe somebody would hear me.
We met Dana Plato as she began her rehabilitation.
Because it's easy to be depressed. It's easy to sit there and feel like you're nothing, and all these evil things that come out, they're easily there. You have to work at being a good person. You have to work at being positive and being, strong.
We reunited her with another troubled star of Different Strokes.
Oh, my...
How are you? Oh. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Good.
In the time since, Dana's been on probation, starting from scratch in the B-est of B movies. Alone in the world, she began to feel the pangs of emptiness and wondered who it was that brought her into this world. Dana wanted to find her real mother.
I do believe in destiny, and I do believe that there's a time and a place for everything, and I think that this is the time and the place.
Then Dana met Virgil Clunder of Coral Gables, Florida. He said his company, National Locators, could find the woman who gave her up at birth.
When Dana decided that she wanted to search, the first thing that we needed to determine was where she was born. And in all actuality, Dana was lied to about where she was born. By the time we did verify everything, it was really a fairly simple process.
Virgil Clunder found Linda Strain in Springfield, Missouri. Like Dana, she had found herself unmarried and pregnant at 17. Now, 27 years later, she lives there with her other 3 children. This week, the entire family flew to Las Vegas to meet the daughter, sister, cousin, the Dana they never knew. Meanwhile, Dana was moving toward the moment she only dreamed of.
Let me look at you. Let me look at you. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
Your sister.
And you come here too. Oh, yeah. Great. Hey. Not too much, man. How you doing? We need a big family hug.
Yes.
Come here, everybody.
This is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
There's the one that calls you.
How are you, honey? That's good. Come here. Oh.
Later, everyone went back to Dana's place. There were gifts for Christmas. And for the first time, America's most tragic TV sweetheart was whole again.
Some of the story you may not want to hear. Some of the story was only me, only my life, and it's still very hard for me to share that. You were conceived in love. Maybe not a mature love, but in love. Just didn't work out like you hope it will. Being 17 is probably the key word, is being so very young. And I wasn't responsible for myself. I could not be responsible for a child. I thought Dana's father and I would marry, and we didn't. And I had a small child, and I had no choice but to do what I did for her.
For a very long time, I wanted to find out about my family, but I didn't because I felt guilty, because my mom did take such good care of me, and she gave me so much love, and she made me feel so whole that I felt like I would be doing something wrong. And then I realized that I'm not doing anything wrong at all. I'm putting my life together.
I was very frightened that she would resent me, that she would wonder, if I had one child, why didn't you keep me too?
I never felt that way, ever.
Maybe it was the explaining, maybe that was frightening, or not knowing maybe what she had been told about me, or where I had come from, or who I was. But that maybe she would have the same feelings towards me. And then I asked Virgil, and he said, all children love their birth mother. They all love their birth mother.
I want to make a toast to my newfound family. I love all of you. I'll tell you right now, I don't feel empty anymore. I don't feel lost. I feel like I belong somewhere. And I sit here and I look at this beautiful woman, and she's my mother, and it just blows my mind.
I love you.
I love you too.
I've always loved you, always. But I never thought I'd live long enough to look in your eyes and tell you that I love you. Genuine, unconditional love. It's so wonderful to be my age and not to be ashamed of something that happened so long ago. Only be so proud of it. To say, I'm Dana Plato's mother, is the biggest thrill in my life.
What do you think?
I think there's nothing stronger than the love of a mother and child.
I think you're right. Merry Christmas. Now, Jason Patrick, victim of Julia Roberts' backlash on his biggest night ever. That's next.
And a little later, a modern-day holiday fable. Brenda sacked because she posed nude to buy her dearest a Christmas gift.
Tomorrow on Hard Copy, Rich Little in a big sex scandal. America's beloved impressionist made quite an impression on this beautiful magician. She says Rich secretly videotaped their sex sessions. Now he's wishing she'd disappear. That's tomorrow. Back with more Hard Copy in a moment.
See Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, the most exciting Star Trek film ever, and call 1-900-288-TREK. Complete 3 of the all-new games and earn your Starfleet Commander's Patch. Call now and enter the adventure contest, and you may win a Zoo Life safari for 2 to Asia, Africa, or Australia. Call 1-900-288-TREK now. Takes about 1 minute to enter contest and about 4 minutes to play a game. $1.45 first minute, 95 cents each additional minute.
Sponsored by Seagram's Coolers. Winner will be announced at the Tijuana Yacht Club.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with Chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
Chia Pets and Chia Trees are available at Frank's, Caldor, Quick Check, and Rickles.
Hurry into Circuit City now for great last-minute savings. Save on TVs, stereos, camcorders, computers, CD players, and more. Like this GE 20-inch stereo TV with remote, just $247.97. This Panasonic compact VHS camcorder, now $597.97. And this Sanyo portable stereo, only $44.97. Rush to Circuit City now for incredible last-minute savings. Time is running out.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state-of-the-art.
It's Strawbridge & Clothier's Holiday Hotwire Sale. Over $8 million of brand-name electronics on sale now. Save on our entire stock of camcorders. Our lowest-priced Sony Handycam camcorder, now only $699. Save on our lightweight Sony travel-size camcorder, $799. From Panasonic, our best-selling compact VHS palmcorder, now $899. Strawbridge & Clothier's Holiday Hotwire Sale, where the savings sizzle.
The first time you heard of Jason Patric may have been when he hooked up with Julia Roberts, but now Jason has come into his own in a big new movie. So why isn't this man smiling?
Jason, Julia, one shot!
Just look at them. Hollywood's new golden couple. The #1 box office star, and with her, the serious young actor finally making a serious name for himself. But on the night of his first big movie premiere, look at his face and listen to the crowd. In case you can't recognize it, that is definitely not applause. Remember the last couple this happened to? Jason Patric has turned into Sean Penn, protecting his fragile Madonna. But you can't blame the guy for being a little fed up. He's worked his entire life at his craft, finally basking in the flash of celebrity. And then comes the Julia curse. Brooding Jason Patric has been toiling quietly in the background of the Brat Pack for years now. First as a teenage vampire in The Lost Boys. Then in After Dark, My Sweet, he was a mysterious ex-boxer with crime on his mind. His performance won acclaim from the critics and from his co-star.
I love him. He's like a kind of a surrogate son to me, and I feel very fond of him, and I, give him advice whenever I can, but I'm very proud of him.
Jason Patric has spent years trying to escape the shadows of those around him. His grandfather, Jackie Gleason. His father, playwright Jason Miller, who starred in The Exorcist. And now he's hidden by the shadow of another famous face.
He's grown enormously, and he understands where he fits in the business and where he wants to fit, and I'm sure that he will use his advantage of becoming a movie star to the best of his ability, exactly like she's done. I mean, these kids make amazing choices when you think about it.
He might be respected by Hollywood veterans, but he's more famous for stealing Julia Roberts away from Kiefer Sutherland when she was just hours from walking down the aisle. There were tabloid headlines, but still there's no reason to hold a grudge, Jason. This is your big moment. Lighten up. Even Willie Smith smiled for the cameras, and he was on his way to trial. Smile, Jason. You've got a few fans.
I think he's incredible. He's one of, he's on the top of my list to work with. I would love to work with him.
I think he's good, and I think he's very good looking.
Jason Patrick, I'm really uneducated, and I'm waiting to see his work, so. I know about him. I think he's, really gorgeous. He was great in Lost Boys.
He's an incredible actor, and he's somebody I have a lot of respect for, and in the process of working together, we've become friends, and I'd like to work with him again.
I thought he was wonderful in that movie he was in. What was it called?
Last night, Jason Patrick was supposed to be celebrating his greatest role yet. They're calling it an Oscar-caliber performance as a druggy undercover cop in the movie Rush.
Tell me that.
All I can do is wait. Get everybody out of the way. Oh, wait. I'm coming.
He's a very serious actor and an excellent actor. Maybe one of the best actors I've ever worked with.
But poor Jason, once again, it was Julia everybody wanted to know about. Julia, the rumored engagement, and possibly a baby. Your latest movie, Hook, might not be faring as well as expected, but there's no need to grimace, Julia. Tinkerbell is still in demand, and Jason's soaring above Hollywood without the harness.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, I really think he has a big future. No question about that. He's really good looking. Matter of fact, too good looking for being a scuzzball drug addict.
Come on, try and enjoy it, Jason. You look more like you're going to a tax audit. Smile, kids, it's Christmas. You're rich, you're beautiful. Can't you just stop for a minute and grin, maybe? Well, there's always next year.
He's pretty cute.
I get the impression it's mostly men that were booing. I think the women were whistling.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now, a young woman is fired by a law firm for posing in a girly magazine, and she did it for Christmas.
Tomorrow on Hard Copy, Rich Little in a big sex scandal. America's beloved impressionist made quite an impression on this beautiful magician. She says Rich secretly videotaped their sex sessions. Now he's wishing she'd disappear. That's tomorrow. Back with more Hard Copy in a moment.
When life turns up the heat.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I'm Jeff Green.
Can't wait to meet you.
There's Degree antiperspirant. Degree's body heat activated to release extra protection.
1 more minute.
Okay.
Every time your body heat rises, Degree turns on that extra protection to keep you fresher, drier.
Jeff? Hi.
Hi.
Degree. Your body heat turns it on. And from now on, no carton, less waste.
Oh, these cramps. Why does it have to hurt so?
Your period can have many symptoms.
Back hurts.
But ordinary pain relievers, even Tylenol and Advil, relieve only pain. Maximum strength multi-symptom Midol does much more.
This bloating exercise is heavier than...
Midol helps it all go away. And now, to help the special needs of teenage girls, a Midol formula all her own. Introducing Teen Formula Midol.
Tonight on your way to the Lake Edna Christmas tree lighting, stop by KFC for a holiday deal. For just $9.99, get a meal of chicken with large mashed potatoes, gravy, 4 biscuits, and coleslaw. Or get original recipe, extra tasty crispy and hot wings in a variety bucket. Or get a jumbo bucket of 36 hot wings. These make great stocking stuffers. Just kidding. Happy holidays.
KFC holiday deals, just $9.99. Get them in Lake Edna or your neck of the woods.
This is the best alternative to liquid bleach ever.
New Liquid Tide with bleach alternative.
Things go in dingy and dirty, and they come out white.
This is what I've been waiting for, a liquid detergent that whitens.
I can even get these socks white.
Give it your grungiest. This leading liquid gets it this white, but the Tide alternative is whiter.
It's a great bleach alternative.
This is your alternative to detergent and separate bleach. Safe for colors. New Liquid Tide with bleach alternative.
I've not used a drop of bleach. One detergent does it all.
The alternative is whiter.
Time now for a Christmas tale. Gather round the TV for the story of Brenda, the girl next door who posed to buy her husband a gift and paid the ultimate price.
In the city of Denver, Colorado, on the week before Christmas, a husband and wife look in a store window and dream of the gifts they would buy each other, if they could afford to.
I wish I could buy her that dress. I wish I could buy her several dresses.
Michael and Brenda Ford face a very blue Christmas after their blue scheme for Christmas cheer ended in the saddest way.
I wanted to help out my husband. He needed it a lot, and I saw it as a way to help him out.
It seems a bawdy version of the tale by O. Henry, The Gift of the Magi, the story of Della and Jim, who made the ultimate sacrifice to buy each other gifts. He sold his watch to buy her a brush for her long hair, only to find Della cut off and sold her hair to buy him a watch chain. In this fable, Mike and Brenda wanted to pay bills to live it up this Christmas.
Brenda's really needed clothes for work, and I really wanted to buy her one or two dresses so that she could feel more comfortable at her job.
I want to be able to buy him a pair of shoes. So, work shoes, so he can wear them into the office.
Michael was a CPA, but business was bad.
Times are lean. And Brenda's income has been supporting us. We need her income to pay rent.
Brenda eked out a living as an office worker at a law firm.
Having that job was very important because we were able to, beginning to see the light, through the end of the tunnel.
Together they decided to go for a grand prize, $2,500 if Brenda was chosen by a national magazine as the girl next door. They sent in Brenda's picture. She won, and she was featured across 6 pages of the magazine. Oh yes, it was Gallery magazine, a girly magazine.
Once I got involved with it's nothing to be ashamed of, not in the least.
When Brenda's bosses found out, Calkins, Kramer, Grimshaw, and Herring were not impressed with her Christmas suit of red. They gave her the boot.
I was called into my boss's office, and at that point in time, I was handed a memo by the managing partner, and I was told that I was terminated immediately because of my pictorial in Gallery magazine, and I was told to leave immediately.
I think they should learn that people need to mind their own business. The law firm's supposed to be the defenders of freedom, and yet they want to control Brenda's life, and that's wrong.
Grinch-like, they gave Brenda no severance pay. Scrooge-like, they fired off a memo saying the naughty pictures discredited Calkins, Kramer, Grimshaw, and Herring. Brenda went home to Mike.
I do feel guilty because it was my idea. And maybe if I hadn't suggested it, this hell right now wouldn't be going on.
I like this one. I like all of them.
But I don't think so. I think.
Well, I don't want to spend any money right now.
This year, Brenda and Michael didn't buy a Christmas tree. He's filed for bankruptcy. She's out of work. But like the couple in the O. Henry story, they found they have the greatest Christmas gift of all.
The gift of the Magi is, the whole story is about love. And Christmas is love. And I can't imagine anything better than the love of 2 people. And the love that will sustain them through anything.
And we loved each other before, we still do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's important.
That's right, Brenda and Michael have love. And they also have that issue of Gallery magazine to cherish for years to come.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas to you. Right here.
What do you suppose would be an appropriate Christmas gift?
A frame for the pictures. I don't know.
Okay, now, Rich Little, caught in a secret sex videotape scandal with a beautiful magician. More on that in a moment.
Gordon Furniture is having their incredible once-a-year holiday sale, and it's bigger and better than ever. This lovely contemporary living room group, only $5.99. Cherry traditional dining room, $8.99. Colonial dining room, $6.99. Five-piece contemporary almond dinette, $2.99. Solid pine bunk beds, $99. Plus immediate delivery and instant credit. Sale is for a limited time only at Gordon Furniture, 1135 Washington Avenue, Philadelphia, 34 Mill Street, downtown Mount Holly, New Jersey, and Newcastle Square Mall, Newcastle, Delaware.
Cellular Advantage is just like Santa Claus. They deliver right to your door. Ho, ho, ho! Call Cellular Advantage now and get price and security for only $39.95. Ho, ho, ho! I wonder if this will work on my sleigh, too.
That's right, Santa. Call now toll-free and get 1-year road service across the U.S. at no charge to you. Cellular Advantage is an authorized agent for Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Call Cellular Advantage now. There's only days left till Christmas. Ho, ho, ho!
The best reviewed film of the year is Bugsy.
Hey, you know that I won't tell you right here in this room!
A supercharged, high-caliber movie. Big, beautiful, and glamorous.
Why don't you run outside and jerk yourself a soda?
Winner, Los Angeles Film Critics. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Screenplay.
That's the way I like it.
Bugsy, rated R.
Starts tomorrow at a theater near you. Check your local paper.
Pattern dress shirts. Our entire stock 50% off at Strawbridge & Clothier now.
There go the kids, full of hot Quaker oatmeal. That'll help them through the morning. Now, what about you? You got a morning to get through. Couldn't you stand some nourishment? Wouldn't you like to have a nice warm feeling inside of you? Well, I'll tell you, you don't get a nice warm feeling from a bowl of cold cereal.
Hi, Dad.
Hi. Besides, you don't have to be a kid to love hot apples and cinnamon oatmeal, do you? Instant Quaker oatmeal. It's the right thing to do.
America's favorite impressionist isn't laughing about his latest romantic trouble. America's favorite impressionist made magic with beautiful Melinda, but now they're split. And she says it's because Rich Little was imitating Rob Lowe.
They do want to flex their sexual muscle.
Also, she's the woman who made women's fantasies her business for 20 years.
It's in their fantasies where they try things they wouldn't dare try and don't necessarily want to try in reality.
You won't believe the things they're telling her now. Friday's Forbidden Fantasies. Tomorrow on Hard Copy.
I know you're looking forward to that one.
Fantasy is polishing a car.
That's it for tonight. Good night.
Like they chopped it off the top.
Well, I think we did.
Tonight at 11, Harry decides to give a rude nightclub comic a taste of his own medicine on Night Court. Then party down with Arsenio and special guest, Sinbad. Now, stay tuned for the
It's wintertime at your Chevy Geo dealers. A great time of year to get big deals on Geos.
Well, my family's never been very lucky.
Run! Now, hey, during wintertime, you can get to know Geo with cash back or low wintertime financing with no payments for 90 days. With deals like these...
The loudest scream came from this guy who said that he was bellowing encouragement to apple farmers hit by a typhoon. This scream measured 117 decibels. A passing train, by the way, is only 100. He will get $780 plus plenty of throat lozenges for his efforts. Sounds like someone, well, no. Flyers, offensive...